The sound of crystal against crystal always unnerves me. Too fragile, too beautiful, too temporary. Everyone was laughing, faces flushed with champagne and wealth, that false warmth people mistake for joy. My name echoed between walls lined with flowers and chandeliers, the man who sold his idea for 20 million. And then I saw her. Across the room, just beyond the white glow of the table centerpiece, my wife. Leaning slightly forward, a smile frozen in polite perfection. Her hand hovered over my champagne flute for only a second, too long to be casual. A subtle movement, a flick of her fingers. Something fell in. I blinked. The world slowed. 100 conversations blurred into silence. My heart didn't race. It stopped. She looked up, met my eyes, smiled. The same smile she gave when she lied about small things, like who she was meeting for lunch. I raised my glass to her from across the room. She returned the gesture, elegant and deadly. When no one was watching, I switched our glasses, mine for hers, quietly, precisely. A simple sleight of hand in a room full of blind witnesses. Minutes later, her mother began to cough. They said it was an allergic reaction. Shrimp, maybe? Champagne, perhaps? But I knew. Her throat had tightened, her face pale, veins visible like dark rivers beneath her skin. People screamed for help, chairs clattered, the string quartet froze mid-note. My wife knelt beside her mother, trembling hands, wide eyes, too wide. Fear, yes, but not the kind born from concern, the kind born from exposure. I watched quietly, my glass untouched. The effervescence fizzed softly, the bubbles bursting like quiet confessions. She kept glancing at me. I never looked away. The ambulance lights reflected in the crystal, refracting chaos into patterns. Blue, red, blue, red. And as they carried her mother away, my wife's hands were shaking so badly she nearly dropped her phone. I imagined what might be inside that phone. Messages, plans, maybe even the words, "It's done." A plan gone wrong. Later, when we were finally alone, she broke the silence first. "Are you okay?" she whispered. Yes, just that, nothing more. Because I was. For the first time in months, I was. The next morning, I found the small silver vial beneath the bathroom sink, unlabeled, clinical, half empty. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I spent the following days watching, recording, remembering. Her patterns changed, phone calls in another room, hushed tones, deleting messages, closing tabs when I entered. I started with her laptop, a copied drive, a recovered folder, a series of emails between her and him, an investor from the acquisition deal, the man who'd tried to buy my patent before the sale went through. Her messages were sweet, strategic. She promised him my formula after the merger, promised him the payout would be cleaner if he wasn't in the picture. I wasn't angry. I was studying. Each sentence revealed a layer of manipulation I hadn't seen before. The flattery, the feigned affection, the hints of resentment toward me, all building a motive in the quiet language of betrayal. When I looked at her now, I didn't see my wife. I saw a strategist who underestimated her opponent. In the evenings, she'd sit by me on the couch, pretending nothing had changed. I'd rest my hand over hers, feeling her pulse tremble beneath her skin. She'd smile. I'd smile back. Every moment became a test of restraint. Every word, an act. I wanted her to believe I was still blind. Because revenge, like good design, requires patience. The toxicology report confirmed it 3 days later. Traces of cyanohydrin compound, a slow-acting poison designed to mimic an allergic reaction. The same compound manufactured by the investor's company. She had used it before, twice, on small doses. Both times I'd been ill. Nausea, dizziness. She called it stress. She smiled through my sickness. That night I printed the report, folded it once, and slipped it into her purse before she left for dinner with friends. When she returned, her face was pale, her steps uncertain. The purse hung open, paper corner visible. She looked at me. I looked back. Did you put this here?" "Yes." "What is this?" "You tell me." Her lips parted, a half-formed denial dissolving on her tongue. Her hands trembled as she tried to speak, but the words refused to come. Her eyes glistened, not with guilt, but with realization. She wasn't afraid of being caught. She was afraid that I'd known before she failed. I poured 2 glasses of champagne, the same brand as the night of the party. "I think we should toast again," I said quietly. She hesitated. "You're insane." "Maybe." I slid 1 glass toward her. "But you owe your mother an apology." Her eyes widened. What are you saying?" "I switched them," I said, voice calm, measured. "That night, I saw you." She stepped back, shaking her head, whispering something under her breath. A denial, maybe a prayer. "It was meant for me," I continued. "You wanted the money, the patent rights, the insurance, him." She pressed a trembling hand to her mouth. I didn't." "You did." Silence spread between us like smoke, heavy, suffocating. I raised my glass, took a slow sip. Her eyes followed the motion, waiting, terrified. "You thought you were smarter," I said softly. "You should have studied me more carefully." Then I set the glass down, untouched by guilt. "I'm done." And I walked away. I didn't attend the funeral. Her mother died within the week. The official report said respiratory failure. No one questioned the timing. No one ever does. The investor vanished from her messages after that. The police asked questions she couldn't answer. Her perfect mask cracked beneath the pressure of truth. And me? I moved into a smaller apartment. No photos, no noise, just silence, and the hum of the refrigerator at night. Sometimes I still hear the faint clink of champagne glasses in my head. It doesn't haunt me, it reminds me. Betrayal isn't loud. It's quiet, precise. And when it finally turns back on the one who wielded it, it sounds exactly like glass breaking. She taught me how to poison trust. I just perfected the antidote. Silence.